Investing into index funds is pretty much guaranteed to make you a millionaire when you do it the right way. So I wanted to unpack what index funds actually are, how they work, and how you can use them to get ahead. So in Australia, a simple example, the ASX 200, that's the 200 largest companies in Australia. The value of those companies is about $2.6 trillion. When you see the news at night or on a finance website and they say that the share market is up by 1% or down by 1%, what they mean is that the combined value of those companies, so that $2.6 trillion value has gone up by 1% or down by 1% in the day. Now, we know how that the ASX 200 is composed. We know that BHP is the largest company listed in Australia. It's worth about 8.5% of that $2.6 trillion. And so what an index fund does is it just replicates the share market overall. So an ASX 200 index fund buys the same 200 companies in the same percentages as how the actual market is composed. And what that means is that the return on the index fund is basically exactly the same as the return on the share market overall. Now, one of the advantages of index funds is the fact that you don't need some super guru stock picker, a financial advisor, or anyone else to be trying to predict the future to figure out how to make money, because you're simply investing in the share market, and we know that over the long term, the share market trends up. Another benefit is that these funds are very, very cheap because of the fact that they're simply run by a computer, and it doesn't require market intelligence research teams or anything like that. They're simply just replicating what the overall share market is doing. But by far the biggest advantage of index funds is that the only way an index fund can go to zero is if every single company in the country goes bust at the same time. So think all of the big banks collapse, the supermarkets, Telstra, BHP, all of these companies. And a couple of things there that firstly, that's a very, very unlikely thing to happen. Secondly, if all of our banks, supermarkets, telcos, and mining companies go out of business, you're going to have bigger problems than your investment portfolio. What we're talking about is zombie apocalypse or nuclear winter type stuff. And you're probably going to have bigger things to worry about. So overall, index funds are cheap. They do what they say on the tin, and you should be able to sleep like a baby at night knowing that your money is growing. This is why index funds are the most popular way to invest, and they're one of my favorite strategies to get ahead.